friends, who's ready to clean? Scrimpy, you ready to clean?
Yes, I've been waiting to clean. Let's do it.
Hello friends, I'm Maile. If you're new here,
I'm Eric.
And you're such a freak.
You paused and I was like, is she waiting on me to say my name?
Duh. Late breaking interruption. Stay tuned to the end of this vlog to hear a crazy story about a tornado. Our dogs are barking, so Eric went to deal with that. But we've got D&D later today, so we've got some cleaning to do around the house. We've got some food prep for the week that we need to do. And I've got some fun cooking for the snacks and stuff I'm gonna make tonight for our group. So we figured we'd take you guys along on this lovely clean cook and meal prep with us. So ignore my dogs barking in the background and let's do it. We're starting in the kitchen. So let me show you said kitchen. It's not great. There's some stuff on the counter, as you can see. There's lots of dishes back there in the sink to deal with. It just needs like a general nice wipe down, clean sanitization, right, Scrimpy?
Yeah.
And our dogs are now running rogue all over the house. So, Scrimpy?
Yep.
You ready to clean the kitchen?
Yeah.
Let's go. Stop doing that. Let's clean the kitchen. Oh, hello, friends. It's VoiceOver Maile here. It has been a while since I have visited the vlog in voiceover style, so hello, vlog. How are you doing today? Also, I brought a special guest with me.
What up, nerds?
Scrimpy is here. And we are laughing because in the background right now, our dog Pippa is currently humping her dog bed. So sorry if you can hear her going to town, but you know, what a great start to this voiceover. That's all I can say. Scrimpy, what are we doing here?
I'm doing the dishes while you're running around wiping down every surface known to man in our house.
Great start. Everything has been tidied in here. We have so many dishes that it's gonna take 2 loads. And not because we have I mean, we did have a lot of dishes in there, but our dishwasher is the tiniest dishwasher in the universe, right, Scrimp?
Yeah.
Kitchen's all nice and clean and wiped down, and I did the dining room too. And now, Eric, are you gonna start vacuuming? Because the whole house needs to be vacuumed. Are you gonna take on that duty?
Sure.
Okay, so Eric's gonna start vacuuming. I'm gonna go tidy the living room. Let's do it. Please look at the D&D setup of our living room. There's
It's amazing.
Just so much going on. Needed a water break. Okay, while Eric continues to vacuum the whole house, I'm going to go start on cleaning the 2 bathrooms and picking up the bedroom because the bed needs to be made and stuff like that. So I'll let you follow me and we'll see Eric periodically as he pops into vacuum. Okay, what is next? Oh, looks like me cleaning the bathrooms and Eric vacuuming the whole house. How was D&D tonight, Scrimp?
It was fun. Had a good time, except for the tornado.
Yeah, stay tuned to the end for that story. Ay, ay, ay. Our lives are never dull, that's for sure. Ew, toilet, gross.
There's me.
All right, we are much cleaner in here. Much cleaner in here. Much cleaner in here, although I just did a spot clean in here because don't look at my tub too closely, but Scrimpy, now should we move on to meal prepping?
Sure.
All right, let's go back to the kitchen. So now we are meal prepping. Eric is being a very nice Scrimpy and dealing with meal prepping of all of the meat that we bought at our most recent giant Costco haul. I'll link that video up here. I have this weird thing about not touching raw meat. I freaking hate raw meat. It's the bane of Eric's existence, but I just hate it. So thank you for prepping it all for me, Scrimpy.
You're welcome.
And I am now pulling the stems off of all the spinach because I don't like the stems on spinach. So we're just prepping some fruit and veggies and other stuff. Okay, so we are officially done meal prepping and I recleaned the kitchen in the spots that needed to be recleaned. Now, Scrimpy, you're just gonna unload the dishwasher when it's done and reload it.
Yep.
Because we had to do 2 loads. I'm gonna start on making the food that I'm making for tonight. I'm just gonna make a fruit dip and I've already cut up the strawberries, so that's done. 2 simple ingredients, marshmallow fluff and cream cheese, and it's delicious. I'm going to make some, what my family refers to as Canada cookies, which are oatmeal, butterscotch, peanut butter, and chocolate chip cookies, and they are amazing. I already made them a couple weeks ago maybe, and I have a half of a batch in the freezer, so that's perfect. I can just pull it out and put them in the oven. and we got just a couple bags of chips, and then I'm gonna make the ham sandwich slider thingies, poppy seed things. So that's what I'm gonna start on first, because the other stuff will take not as much time as that. So let's start on the ham stuff. Okay friends, for this recipe, a pound of very thinly sliced deli ham, a pound of very thinly sliced Swiss cheese, or whatever kind of cheese is your favorite, but Swiss is the best. Provolone is also pretty good. You also need 24 of the King's Hawaiian rolls, or rolls like it. Worcestershire sauce, poppy seeds. I love these things. They make a good shaker. Minced onion, butter. Okay, so I need a 9x13 pan, of which I do not have, so I'm just using this little guy and then this little guy. So all you do is grease your baking dishes. Let me bring it down here. Okay, so I've greased my baking dishes. Now, I'm going to take my rolls. I'm going to get all the sides down. I've got a butter knife, a bread knife, and I'm just going to chop through the middle of this. Oh gosh. Hope I got them all. Let's see. Aha, beautiful. So you take, oh gosh. You take the bottoms off and you put them in your greased pan. Oh gosh, that is a snug fit. Then you line your sandwiches. Hey, Scrimpy.
Hey. About to get noisy.
With ham. Are you gonna eat some of the ham? Okay, rude boy. That looks pretty good. So you take about half your pound of ham and you put it on the bottom of the sandwiches. Then you line it with your Swiss cheese. This is a lot of Swiss cheese. Oh my gosh. But you want a lot of cheese, like a lot. Cheese is the best part, okay? And voila. Then you do another layer of ham. Then you put the toppies on. Okay, bam. 3/4 of a cup of melted butter. Here's my melted butter. It's gonna be so good. You just do 1.5 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce, 1.5 tablespoons of poppy seeds, 1 tablespoon of dried minced onion. You mixy, all of that, and it makes a very hideous looking paste, but it tastes freaking delicious. And then all you do is pour this lovely mixture over the top. Oh no. And you have got a beautiful concoction like this. And it's time to throw it in the oven for 20 minutes at 350. So I'm making this fruit dip, which is just cream cheese, which I've already got softened in this little bowl to mix, and a thing of my literal favorite substance on earth, marshmallow cream. It truly cannot get more simple or delicious than this. That's probably good. And you just get your little nifty hand mixer and mix it all up. Oh, and instantly it is just so beautiful. Look at that. And you just want to mix it for a good long while until it gets nice and fully combined. All right, I think we are done. Don't mind me. All right, now I'm just going to pop this on a tray with the fruit. I'll probably do strawberries and apples. I'm gonna put the Canada cookies in the oven once the sandwiches come out, and I will show you everything once it is all displayed and ready to be shown. Okay, you guys, we're running short on time. Let me show you. I've still got some cookies in the oven, but this is what we have for our fruit and such. Don't put your finger in that. Just some lovely chips picked out by Eric, his favorites. These are what the Canada cookies look like. I've got 2 more batches in the oven. They are freaking delicious, you guys. Stop eating. And sandwiches, all cut and delicious and ready to go. So very yummy. So we are all ready for D&D. Our house is nice and clean and refreshed. It feels great going into tomorrow. The work week's starting. We are all clean and happy. We've got some yummy snacks and good company to enjoy tonight. So I think that's it for us. Okay, you guys, as promised, it's the end of the vlog. And we wanted to tell you the crazy thing that happened to us tonight. So we were playing D&D as we do every month with our D&G group, which is just our friends. This time was like every other time they come to play, except that this morning we got some information that there was going to be some potential thunderstorms, maybe tornadoes. And where we live in Oklahoma, that is pretty typical. Not this time of year. It's still a bit early for tornado season. It's usually in the springtime, but we were like, okay, well, we'll just be weather aware. We have 2 storm shelters at our house, weirdly. So we thought, you know, even if people come over and we need to seek shelter, then we've got 2 storm shelters, whatever, we'll be fine. So about halfway through D&D, the lights start to flicker and we're like, oh gosh, but nothing is happening outside. Like, my mom is super obsessed with weather. And so from New York, where nothing is happening, obviously, she is checking the weather for me and constantly texting me updates. So shout out to my mom for being weather aware for me and letting me know what's going on. But she kept texting me like, anything yet? And I was like, no, there's nothing. It's not even raining outside. And then probably about, what time do you think?
It's around 9:30 when it became apparent that like stuff is happening. And we typically go to like 10:30. And one of our players, like, whose wife was at home, I think alone, was like, I need to go.
Yeah.
Like, and so
his wife, who's also our friend, but just doesn't play D&D. So we were like, yeah, go home, make sure everything's okay there. And then at that point, the game just like derailed and we pulled out the weather and started watching the weather. And as it turns out, it hadn't looked in the morning like it was going to go toward Shawnee. It looked like we were going to get some severe thunderstorms and lots of wind, maybe some hail. That's like nothing for us. Like, we are used to that. Like, that is everyday normal life. Like, that doesn't matter. But tornadoes is where we do get stressed. Me especially. I hate
stressed.
Tornadoes. Hate them. So the game completely derails and we're just watching the weather. And it's like coming for Shawnee. Like, they're saying like specific landmarks in Shawnee, like the Shawnee Mall. They're saying OBU, which is the college in our town. So they're like calling specific places in Shawnee and saying you need to seek shelter. The power, the power completely goes out for like a good 30 seconds maybe, and then comes maybe 15 seconds. It wasn't that bad, and then comes back on, thankfully. But then the tornado sirens in town start going off. So when the tornado sirens start going off, that's when you know you really do need to seek shelter. So there was 8 of us total at the house?
I think so.
And we have 2 small storm shelters, one in the garage. So I took all the dogs and went into that one. 2 of our other friends came in that one with me. Eric took our 3 other friends to the other storm shelter, which is outside. So tell about that experience.
Yeah, I mean, at that point it was like super high wind, super
hail,
rainy, getting cold. And so, yeah, took them out there.
Because it's February.
And there's just like, in our storm shelters, we have like battery powered light switches that, you know, you flip the switch. But that one only has one and it's on the ground. And so I was like, here you go. Hop on in. And then I like shut the door and it like slammed shut. And I heard one of them go, oh, Jesus, because it was loud. And then I latched him in there. And then I ran back inside and came and joined you. Just because I knew that you needed the emotional support of me being
Thank you. And with the dogs. Even though that was the tiny.
And 4 of us.
I'll put a picture on the screen of us hunkered in our storm shelter. So it turned out completely fine. Yeah. We only needed to be in there. We were in there for maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe. Our poor friends had to trek outside and then back inside. So they were kind of wet. But it all worked out. There were multiple tornadoes reported touching down all over Oklahoma. I mean, from the Panhandle to Oklahoma City and Norman to Yukon. One touchdown by the Shawnee Mall.
I think so, yeah.
1 touchdown in Dale, I think. Some in Moore. I don't know. So there were tornadoes all over the state of Oklahoma today. But it was just so funny how we were just chilling, playing D&D, and then had to go take shelter from the tornado. So what a lovely end to this night. Scrimpy, what do they need to remember to do?
Smash the subscribe button and the like button and maybe the notification bell if you want to watch the videos quickly.
Oh, yeah, sure. So thank you so much for watching. We will see you in the next one. Bye!
Bye.